married, have a 10-year-old daughter. My wife has two older kids, a 20-year-old and a 23-year-old. 4 years ago, my mum passed away quite early from cancer. Within the space of probably a few months of finding out, she was gone. So I dealt well with it at the time, but kind of, as you go on, 6 months down the track, I realised that something wasn't right. It's kind of hard to explain to someone that hasn't really experienced it before, but you kind of don't want to do anything, but you have to. So it takes all your effort just to do something simple like drive to work or just get up out of bed and have a shower, and didn't want to be anywhere or do anything. I didn't want to be around people. So your self-worth really, you don't have any essentially. Driven to work one day, basically we were closing the place that I was working at. I was the manager, all the responsibility was on me, and one of the operations managers had come up and asked me to do something, and I just couldn't. I basically walked out the door and rang my wife in tears, and I just said, I can't cope with this anymore, like I'm done. And I pretty much spent half an hour on the phone to her, just getting me back to a position that I could actually go back inside. Dealing with my wife with depression before, I had experienced it in life before, but not myself. I personally thought it was something that you could just turn on and off. It was just a state of mind, that it's something that you can easily just go, just change the way that you think, but it doesn't work that way. And when you realise that it's not that, it's something else, that realisation that it is something else probably helps a lot as well. I think once you can actually recognise that you do have a problem, that it's so much easier. I guess the way that I dealt with it to begin with the depression was to seek help from my GP, was my first stop. And then basically, they tried counselling, we went through change of diet, exercise, because obviously exercise, it gets everything going. And then basically got to a point with medication, I guess, at low levels, and just to see how that affected my personality. Obviously, it doesn't work with some people. They have different reactions. So yeah, but my doctor was probably the first option and the most helpful one, I'd say. Yeah, I guess if I could speak to myself 5 years ago, I'd probably look at it, I'd give myself advice that things change really quickly, that life goes on, and you have friends and family that are around you that will support you no matter what. They're true friends and family, and I've realised that not even 5 years down the track, a week, a month down the track, things change so quickly that your life from what it was then is going to be completely different in that time, and you've just got to see it through. And 9 times out of 10 things work out really well in life if you persist with things and you have the right people around you. And I think that's what's got me to where I am now. Stick with it, you're doing the right things, you've got the right people around you, and don't be afraid to talk to your friends and family, I guess. So that's probably the best advice I'd give myself.